reflection of a bandit. Put the perks down and picked up the jiggers. Tommy in a
part of everyday life. Some people have it and some people don't. And some people have way too much of it. From winning insane lottery jackpots to finding gold and even escaping certain...
Bitch, let me find gold, nigga.
More luck than they know.
Nigga. I'm talking about, nigga, I'm gonna have necklaces in my ears, grills in my mouth, chains on my neck. Nigga talking about, I'm gonna run up a fucking check.
If you're not part of a major mining operation. Even then, finding giant nuggets of gold is much rarer than coming across veins of gold woven into the rock itself. But despite all that, a prospector from Australia was able to find a 12-pound gold nugget in the town of Ballarat with nothing more than a metal detector. The lump of rare earth material is pretty impressive to look at, and the amount the prospector will be able to sell it for is even more impressive. At the current rates, a 12-pound lump of gold would be worth up to $250,000. It's safe to say that the prospector has more than paid for the metal detector that he bought to find the gold in the first place.
That's crazy, bro.
Anything after buying a Powerball ticket are actually better than you might expect. You have a 1 in 25 chance of at least walking away with the smallest prize. But winning the big main prize is much worse. To get that main prize, you need to correctly guess all 5 white balls and the all-important red Powerball, and the odds of that happening are currently 1 in 292 million. Of course, with the odds that high, it's completely possible that no one will win the jackpot in a lottery. If that happens, the main jackpot is rolled over to the next lottery, and if no one wins again, that keeps on building up. In this case, the jackpot had managed to build up to $758 million. All this happened in August of 2017, and the winner was a woman from Chicopee, Massachusetts. Everyone dreams of winning the lottery, so it's obvious that this woman was no different.
I just happened to find out. I was at work. I was leaving work at night. And
700 million? Do you know they took some of it, but they probably at least took like, what, 500 mil away from her?
Somebody won with these numbers as birthdays, and I went,
nah, I say they took like,
no, it's never going to be me. It's just a pipe dream.
300 mil?
And he's reading these numbers, and I pull mine out, and I go, hey, I have that. I have that. I have that. And he goes, let me see that ticket. He goes, you just won. I go, you're joking. Come on, please. He says, sign up.
She's stupid, bitch. Let me see that ticket. Man, you better get your punk ass back, nigga. This is mine. That's crazy, bro. That's what's up. I'm happy for her. Hey, y'all don't envy that shit, bro. Don't envy that shit. Be happy for people, bro. You gonna get yours one day. You might not get that, but you gonna get what you want one day, bro.
Especially if the one that gave you that ring has since passed on. A Canadian woman named Mary Grams lost her engagement ring in 2004. She said that she most likely lost it while she was pulling weeds from her farm in central Alberta, and after a long search, they gave up on it forever.
That shit look beautiful.
Mary had been wearing it for over 50 years after her husband had given it to her in 1951. She never told her husband that she had lost the ring, and instead bought a cheap replacement from a pawn shop. He passed away shortly after their 60th anniversary, and never noticed a swap. Fast forward to August 2017. Mary's daughter-in-law had been picking carrots out in the farm for supper when suddenly they found an old ornate ring wrapped around one of the vegetables. The daughter-in-law didn't even see the ring at first.
What the fuck?
Feed it to her dog, but eventually they decided against it. It was only later that she noticed the ring when she was washing the carrot. Mary recognized the ring instantly, an old heirloom filled with memories that she had thought she would never see again.
That's crazy. Could just buy a metal detector and try to find it, but hey, I guess they didn't have that at that time.
Gold is called a rare earth metal for a reason. It's not exactly easy to come by anymore. But that doesn't mean that there can't be some random strokes of luck where people find a whole load of gold, and these miners from Western Australia found themselves in exactly that sort of position. The miners were working at the Beta Hunt mine near the town of Kambalda, which is around 390 miles east of Perth. They were mining around 500 meters below the surface of the earth in a spot that was just 3 meters wide and 3 meters high when they suddenly stumbled upon the golden mother lode. Geologists have claimed that the massive deposit of gold is really a once-in-a-lifetime discovery and may be the largest ever found in Australia. In total, the miners managed to extract more than 25 kilograms of gold, which was worth up to 15 million Australian dollars over the course of 4 days. After the discovery of the gold, the security at the site was tightened, armed guards moved the gold from the site to a secure vault, and the miners themselves are kept under tight video surveillance.
So my niggas didn't get nothing, bro. Them niggas dumb. I don't tell nobody, bro. Especially I ain't getting shit for it. Man, fuck y'all. That shit going to my crib. I'm breaking this shit up. And I'm going doing the most, nigga.
The professional base jumper Jeb Corliss almost had a huge accident during a routine base jump while proximity flying, but somehow he managed to survive. Over his career, Jeb Corliss has taken on many daring jumps. He's jumped off the Eiffel Tower, flown through caves in China, and even managed to brush through the string of some balloons as he soared down off a Swiss peak. But it wasn't a particularly dangerous jump that brought such danger to Jeb's life.
That shit beautiful.
It was a simple outline jump from the Table Mountain in South Africa. While I say that the jump was routine, that clearly doesn't mean it's not dangerous. After jumping from the 3,500-foot tall mountain, Jeb had reached 120 miles per hour, which is when his left foot clipped a boulder. Due to that, he crashed straight into the face of the mountain. At this moment, Jeb was in a really bad spot. It was only quick thinking and luck that saved his life. Somehow, after bouncing off the mountain face, he managed to deploy his parachute. According to a spokesperson at the time, this is what saved his life. Instead, Jeb was left with 2 broken legs and a torn ACL that needed reconstructive surgery and a year to recover from. After surviving an accident that should have been unsurvivable, most people would have stopped what they were doing, but not Jeb. He still base jumps to this day. There was a time where the easiest way to pay
Not me. I would have hung that shit up.
Coin. But carrying gold around obviously came with its own risks, and so many 19th century people would have buried their savings just in case they were ever held at gunpoint in a robbery or something like that. For whatever reason, some people never got around to digging those treasure chests back up, and a family in North Carolina managed to find their very own 19th century treasure chest buried out in their backyard. While digging, the family stumbled across a can, and after opening, found that it was filled to the brim with golden coins. After a little bit more digging and searching, 7 more cans were pulled from the earth. In total, there were 1,400 gold coins in all 7 of the cans, some of which were so rare that they could in fact be worth up to $1 million each. The couple who found the coins wanted to stay obviously anonymous, which was probably a pretty good move considering how much all the coins were worth, and went on to sell all of them online for the hefty sum of $10 million.
I would've did the same shit.
These days, comic books are incredibly mainstream. Everyone knows characters like Superman and Batman, and the Avengers have gone on to make the Marvel Cinematic Universe the single most popular movie franchise to ever exist. But that wasn't always the case. Comics used to be considered nerdy and unpopular, and there are some early comic books that are now incredibly rare, and as with anything rare, they're now extremely expensive.
I know. You're lame. You like that shit? Oh, we lame, but you motherfuckers went to go see Endgame though. Hell yeah, Endgame my shit. You niggas hell flip flopping ass pussy ass bitches. This shit whack. Why would y'all watch comic book movies? But Endgame made a fucking world record, beating fucking Star Wars, beating Avatar for the top spot. Ain't no movie gonna top that in probably what 100 million years, nigga. Shit. Nah, I don't know. That's a lot. That's a long ass time. But I'm just saying, shit's gonna take a lot to top that.
Copy during an argument with his wife's aunt. As such, she was able to sell it for $175,000, which is still fairly impressive for a comic.
Bitch, for a book?
10 cents.
Shit, I got a Superman picture. Let me sell that bitch online. I'm gonna sell that bitch for $200K.
And if they get them correct, they'll earn more and more money. The questions start off easily, and as you rise up through the ranks of cash, they get progressively harder. It's a game that requires one of 2 things: a wide amount of knowledge that allows you to confidently answer your way through all the questions.
That Kim Kardashian? Or was that Kanye West?
Alex Pellis, an Australian university student, was someone in the second group. During his game of Hot Seat Millionaire, he didn't genuinely know the answer to any of the questions that were asked of him. Instead, he guessed the answer to every single question he answered.
Bitch, I wish they would've worked for me on the test. Fuck you talking about?
From questions on architecture to music, Alex just didn't get lucky with the questions that have been answered, and had to go with pure gut instinct and luck. It seemed impossible, but every guess that Alex made seemed to be completely correct, and before he knew it, he had reached the jackpot of $100,000.
He lying. He knew that shit. He just wanted to seem stupid. He lying, bro.
Dangers. You might end up being hit by a car, someone might jump out on the street.
Damn, I'm about to say.
Paying attention, you may end up crashing straight into a tree. What you're probably not going to be looking out for if you're riding in the middle of the road is a tree falling out of nowhere and crushing you flat. Tree surgeons are meant to cut trees so that they fall in very certain ways. But when dealing with a tree that needs to fall on a road surrounded by houses, it can be pretty difficult to choose a direction for the tree to go. The most logical place to send it would be the wide open street, but that doesn't mean that the people who are coming down the street are aware of what's about to happen, and the cyclist nearly paid the price.
Wouldn't it make sense just to get a truck or like something that can hold the tree to fall a certain way? Like they need to make something like that. Wouldn't that be more fucking easier?
If the cyclist had been even half a second slower, he would have been crushed by the tree.
Yeah, fam, you would have been fucked up all types of ways.
The Fabergé egg is something that has gained an almost mythic status in collector circles.
The hell
They
clean.
are small jeweled eggs which were created by the House of Fabergé in St. Petersburg between 1885 and 1917. There were as many as 69 that have been made, though it's thought that only 57 of them have survived to this day.
The hell clean.
As such, they are incredibly sought after, incredibly rare, and impossibly expensive. There's one place that you wouldn't expect a Fabergé egg to show up at, a random market in the States.
Ain't that like New England shit or something? I don't know if I got that wrong.
That's exactly.
But don't this
where
shit like that come
Scott
from New
managed to
England?
Stumble across the rare item, and not knowing what it was at the time, had planned to sell it off as a second-hand gold after he bought it. The golden egg was the third imperial Easter egg, one of 8 that was thought lost to time. To give a hint at how important and rare these eggs actually are, this egg was once given by Russia's Alexander III to his wife in 1887. To come across such an item at a simple flea market in the States isn't just lucky, it seems like a minor miracle. Check out this video to find the luckiest thrift finds ever. Find out how
That's
this
crazy,
lucky
bro.
person became a millionaire by doing just one thing. I'll see you.
Make sure y'all like and subscribe. That's some crazy ass shit. Let me come across some motherfucking diamond, nigga. Shit, on some gold shit. But make sure y'all like and subscribe. See y'all in the next one.